This is Sir Crime. Hi, my name is John Juarez, and this is my story. On January 23rd, 2004, my life ended outside a liquor store in Pico Rivera, California. It was late at night. The street was quiet, almost peaceful. Christmas lights were still hanging nearby, glowing softly against the darkness, making everything feel normal, safe even. That illusion didn't last. One moment I was standing there. The next, I was shot. The bullet hit me before I could react. My body collapsed onto the pavement beneath a bent street lamp, the cold ground pressing against me as the world began to fade. Blood pooled beneath me while the night absorbed what had just happened. No dramatic chase, no warning, just a sudden, violent end. People were nearby. They heard the gunshot. They saw what happened, but no one spoke. Fear ruled the silence that followed. No witnesses were willing to talk. No one wanted to risk retaliation. And without testimony, without cooperation, my case slowly went cold. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Months turned into years. I became another unsolved name in a file. It felt like I had been forgotten. But the truth has a strange way of surviving. Years later, something disturbing came to light. A man named Anthony Garcia, known on the streets as Chopper, had a large tattoo covering his chest. At first glance, it looked like a typical gang tattoo, violent, symbolic, intimidating. But this tattoo was different. It wasn't just art. It was my murder. The tattoo showed a liquor store decorated with Christmas lights, a bent street lamp, identical to the one beside my body, a rival gang member being shot, positioned exactly the way I was found on the ground, and above it all, a helicopter, symbolizing Garcia's nickname. He didn't just remember killing me, he immortalized it. In 2008, a detective reviewing gang photographs noticed the tattoo. Something about it felt too specific, too accurate, details that only someone present at the crime scene could know. That moment reopened my case. Investigators began digging again. This time they were careful. They placed an undercover officer in the same jail cell as Anthony Garcia. Believing he was safe, believing he was among his own, Garcia began to talk, and he bragged. He described the shooting, the location, the way it happened. The details matched perfectly with the evidence from my case. His words were recorded. His confidence became his undoing. The tattoo, the recorded confessions, the crime scene details. Together, they told the story I no longer could. Anthony Garcia was arrested, tried, and convicted. He was sentenced to 65 years to life in prison. Justice came years too late, but it came. My life was taken in seconds, but my story refused to stay buried. It resurfaced in ink, in memory, and in truth. And now it's being told so that others understand something important. Violence doesn't always hide. Guilt doesn't always stay silent. And sometimes killers expose themselves without realizing it. This is my story.